I just traded for the most unique truck that Chevrolet should have never gotten rid of, and then less than 48 hours later, I sold it in the most unique way. I really hate winter. It's super cold out, so we gotta come back in here, and one of our subscribers went onto mikescarstore.com, put in a free, trade evaluation tool, and I saw that it was a unique Chevy truck. Okay, you guys gotta wait, I'm sorry. I've gotta just string it out a little bit, like 20 more seconds, that's it. Contacted the owner, I'm like, hey, I would like to have this vehicle, we'd like to sell it, I think there's a good market for it. Even though it's a 2007 and we're in 2023, I still think it's a good market that we can sell this vehicle. And I pretty much did whatever it took to get it, including shipping it up here from the south. Grant, what the hell are you doing?
I'm selling a car, Mike.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
is that all right?
I'll let you do that. Now, it's really interesting. I was going to show you guys everything about this truck because I absolutely love the Chevy Avalanche, and just like I said at the beginning of this video, I don't think there's anyone out there who disagrees that Chevy should have never gotten rid of this. And now the Silverado EV coming out does show this up here, and I think it's got the tonneau cover, so they kind of are coming back out with it with the electric version. But you got to remember that everything they show you right now is strictly pre-production, and it may not come out that way when it comes out. I really want an electric Silverado. I think it would be really awesome, and I would get rid of my ZR2 for it. But check this out. This thing's got 106,000 miles on it, and if I didn't just buy my ZR2, I literally would have bought this truck. Four-wheel drive, automatic lights, turn signals in the mirrors, heated seats, memory seats, power folding mirrors if I can talk around. I'm so excited. So got the navigations, got the dual climate control, and I bet you don't know what this button is right here. Can you see what that button is? Do you know what that is? I'm gonna tell you here in a second. And of course, the back looks absolutely amazing, and one of the cool things about the seats is those come up, the mid gate comes down, the window can come out, all that stuff. And if you check out all of the black here, it just looks amazing. There's no issues with any of that either. And of course, we have the mid gate back there that you can knock down. And the cool thing about that is if you got that mid gate down, you can put a 4x8 sheet of plywood or drywall back here and then close that right there. So let's test out this 8-foot sheet, typical 4x8 sheet of drywall. If I don't break it, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think I'm 6'3". It's really awesome. See, sets in here. It's absolutely perfect. But you can see right here that it actually overhangs this. So the whole idea for this is supposed to be like a load stop, So yeah, it doesn't work. So wish you could do that, but regardless, since we had a 5.5-foot bed, we have done this right here and been absolutely fine. So it'll be fine now, but if you got something like 7 foot, 8 inches, this load stop works perfect. But not for 8 foot. But just like you just saw, Dylan over here is trading in this awesome Rubicon because Grant sold it, and you won't believe how we sold this car. Craziest and wildest story that I've got of selling a car, but I promised that I would tell you what this button does here. Did you guess it? I bet you did not. This is a heated windshield wiper fluid, so you can heat up your windshield wiper fluid in the wintertime, and it's disabled. This was a recall that General Motors disabled this in all Tahoes, I think trucks, Avalanches, and basically the way it worked was you pushed the button and it would take a long time for the windshield wiper fluid to come out because it had to heat it up. Well, people kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, and apparently it caused some fires. So Chevrolet did a recall and they disabled this somehow permanently. I don't think anybody can ever hit it back up again or fix it or anything like that. So that was probably before its time, because I bet if we had that now, it would work completely different. Okay, now that Dylan gave me some gracious time to show you his new Avalanche, we got to sign the wall because I want to show you something else cool that we're doing here. All right, Dylan, you get to sign anywhere you want. And then we have a new thing that we're doing. Sure. Ooh, a lefty. You're a lefty, huh? Yep. Got it. Oh, you're definitely a military man. Right in 27 January. I like it. I like it. And the really cool thing is, you guys know that we're giving away a car to someone in need after every 100 cars. So I put out a thing on TikTok and I'm like, we want to do something and like have a symbol up here so that way you guys can see in the back. And this is like day 2 that we've had it up here, right? So right now we're counting up. Don't sit down yet, buddy. So now you get to come over here and you get to hit that red button, and that's gonna make it go up. So then that means that we've got 48 more cars, 38, or 38, car dealership math. 38 more cars to sell before we donate another car. Our last car we did in December, right before Christmas, and you can go watch that video. I'll link it at the end.
Nice work, Mike.
Dude, teamwork, buddy.
That's
absolute
right.
teamwork. Can you believe the way I just sold this vehicle?
I didn't do anything, so it's not part of my team.
You praised the trade-in. So we have a really nice 2005 Jeep Rubicon that we're gonna sell. It's really, really awesome. But a couple of videos ago, I shared with you that I've started my own detail shop. And I started that detail shop strictly because the last detailing company, I mentioned this in the last video too, I mentioned $24,000 paying someone. This was a company I paid for, not an individual, but I started this detail shop, and it's a separate company, right? Dylan commissioned us to clean the Jeep for him, and he had a smell and odor. Well, I've got a super, super nice ozone machine, a super expensive one that literally kills smoke in cars, any type of like rodent smell or anything like that. And so we did that for him. And out of my passion and enthusiasm and fun for Chevrolet, and especially the Avalanche you just saw, I went to show him that vehicle as it was getting finished up with detail. He's like, how much is my Jeep worth? So I started showing him, and next thing you know, we're down here and you see it. He just signed the wall. We're at number 62, and I can't wait to get something around that to make it look a little bit better than that. But what an awesome story. This would have never happened. I would have never sold this car. We, as a company, would have never sold this car if I didn't own a detail shop. So the detail shop is already paying off. The detail shop is in the red. We're not profitable with this detail shop in any way, shape, or form, but we did just sell a vehicle, and we took a trade-in because of the detail shop. So it's just a proven fact, when you have fun at your job, which I absolutely have for 23 years, you can pretty much just trip yourself into car deals all over the place. This guy right here, this is a 2021 SCA Black Widow that I sold brand new, and now it's going to be headed out to Arizona. And this was the trade-in. This is a 2005 Jeep Rubicon. I love the 2 doors. I'm not a big fan of the 4-door Jeep, and because this is a 2005, it's got the front e-lockers, which was not something, I think, like 05, 06, maybe 07. I'd have to look it up to be sure, but that was the only years for the front lockers. And it's got the winch, he's got the lights on there, he's got brand new Mickey Thompson tires. It looks absolutely great inside. And of course, it's got the manual transmission, and this is just an off-road warrior, right? So it was his brother's Jeep, and there's nothing crazy going on with it. So when you look underneath, for a Midwest car, this is just all surface. There's no penetrating. Those joints right there is a big issue with these Jeeps and stuff like that. But yeah, everything on here just looks absolutely awesome. And just like we do with all of our vehicles, we'll put this through our 172-point inspection when Rich gets back, and we'll find out who the new lucky owner of this amazing Jeep will be. And I don't know if I said it already, but the awesome thing is we don't have to detail it because the customer paid 5 Diamond Detailing to clean it up. And Grant, you better go, bub. We got another one. We got a duck on the pond. Go get them. Go get them. You got to be selling some cars, or buying some cars. We're selling them. You got to buy them.